sailor, you're my first mate. We signed on together, we coupled our fate. Hauled up our anchor, determined not to fail. For the heart's treasure, together we set sail. With no maps to guide us, we steered our own course. Rode out the storms when the winds were gale force. Sat out the doldrums in patience and hope. Working together, we learned how to cope. Life is an ocean and love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. Now gathered round us, we have our own crew. Together we're in this relationship. We built it with care to last the whole trip. Our true destination's not marked on any chart. We're navigating for the shores of the heart. Life is an ocean and love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. Now gathered round us, we have our own crew. Life is an ocean and love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. Now gathered round us, we have our own crew. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly pains of hunger drove 1 million from the land. They journeyed not for glory, their motive wasn't greed. A voyage of survival across the stormy sea. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Some of them knew fortune and some of them knew fame. More of them knew hardship, died upon the plain. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars, brought their songs and music to ease their lonely hearts. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall. There are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry, for Australia bound. If we didn't all drown, the marks of our feathers we carried. In our rusty iron chains we cried for our wains, our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses we hurled on the English and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foil bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Oh, Doherty screamed, awoken out of a dream by a vision of bold Robert dying. The sun burned cruel as we dished out the gruel. Dan O'Connor was down with a fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay. How many will reach their receiver? Them to hell as our bow fought to swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. We buried our comrades each morning. In our own slime we were lost in the time, endless night without dawn. Back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw and a gun makes the law. Neither wind nor rain care for bravery. 20 years have gone by, I've ended my bond. My comrades go so walk behind me. A rebel I came, I'm still the same. On the cold winds of night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry.
High upon the gallows tree swung the noble-hearted three, by the vengeful tyrant stricken in their bloom. But they met him face to face with the courage of their race. They went with souls undaunted to their doom. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland here we fall? Geared around with cruel foes, still their courage proudly rose. They thought of hearts that loved them far and near, of the millions true and brave, o'er the ocean swelling wave, and their friends in dear old Ireland ever true. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland dear we fall? Climb they up the rugged stair, rang the voices out in prayer, with England's faith accord around them cast. Close beside the gallows tree, kissed like brothers lovingly, true to home and faith and freedom to the last. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland dear we fall? Never till the latest day shall the memory pass away of the gallant lives that's given for our land. But on the cause must go, midst the joy, the weal and woe, till we make our isle a nation free and grand. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland dear we fall? God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland dear we fall? I was born on a Dublin street where the Lyle drums did beat. The loving English feet they walked all over us. And every single night when me da would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come on, shake like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. Come, let us hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell when you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, shibboleth and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. Come tell us how you slew them all Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus they had spears, a bow and arrows. Oh, bravely you faced one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them damn natives to the marrow. Come out, shibboleth and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. The time is coming fast, and I think this day is near, when each Shoning traitor he will run before us. And if there'll be a need, well, our kids will say Godspeed with a verse or two of singing this fine chorus. Come out, shibboleth and tans, come out and fight me like